Being a center is not easy to do. You're right in the middle. All eyes are on you.
We knew that the only way for us, our team, to be effective was for us to kind of dominate the painted area. And it was effective.
I know if I was playing, I'd be one of those dominant players that would be getting it done.
Ewing with the jumper. He puts it in. Patrick Ewing knocks it down.
It's all right to pop out and shoot the three sometimes, but especially when they have someone on you that you know you can dominate. Get your butts in the block and dominate.
Terrell Freewell gets Ewing, who puts it in.
Bigs that I idolized were obviously Shaq, Kevin Garnett, Tim Duncan, and Hakeem Olajuwon.
My favorite players were 4s and 5s. Old school Boston Celtics, Showtime Lakers, Bad Boy Pistons, and teams of that era where, you know, basically every time down, you're throwing into the post and playing 3 or 4 or 5 men.
Bill Russell, Wilt Chamberlain, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Before the three-pointer arrived in 1979, big men dominated the game, having won 15 of the previous 16 MVP awards. But the last traditional center to do it was Shaq in 2000. The post-up game is on life support as big men wander further and further from the basket.
The more physical I became, I just seen all the other centers do this. They just slowly keep doing that, keep doing that, keep doing that. And now, 15, 20 years later, you got guys shooting threes. It's cute.
We dominated. I could have shot the three, but I know where my bread was buttered. We had other guys on my team that could shoot the three better than me. So I got it done. I got my three the hard way.
First of all, I could shoot, I could pass, I could defend with the best of them, and I could run like a deer, so I could have survived easily.
Somebody asked me the other day, oh, Shaq couldn't play today. But you're not paying attention. I am playing today. My name is Greek Freak. Who's the first big guy to take it coast to coast? Oh, you don't remember? Check this play out.
Look at the big guy run the floor. Oh, yes.
You have to post Shaq up, right?
Shaquille O'Neal against Baker. Shot clock at 12, just inside.
There's not as much banging as it was before, so you don't want to be closer to 300 pounds. You're going to be closer to 250 nowadays. It changes. It's a beautiful thing that you have to adapt or change sports.
For me, it was definitely adapt or die when I got here to Cleveland. I knew that I wouldn't be posting up as much anymore. We had 2 ball-dominant players in Kyrie and LeBron, and I had to see where I fit in.
Boy, is the game changed.
According to Second Spectrum, in 2013-14, the league averaged 15.4 post-ups per 100 possessions. That number has plummeted over 46% to 8.3 post-ups. The new NBA uses post-up big men as inefficient.
If you can put a smaller guy on a strong post player and hold him to 60% shooting, which is a 1.2 points per possession, but on the other side, the guy he has to guard, when he guards him, is making 50% of his threes, or 1.5, you're going backwards.
In 2013 or 14, my last year with the Pacers, Popeye Jones told me that the team had a meeting with the stats guys, and they said the one-on-one post-up is the worst shot in basketball because it's basically one and done. There's no movement.
Here's Hibbert in the lane, and a bucket for Roy Hibbert.
You shoot threes, there's opportunities for offensive rebounds and kicking out for more threes or layups.
Got your centers out here knocking down threes.
There's a couple reasons why I think it's stupid to play like that. Because number one, you take your size advantage out the game.
Like right now, teams are switching 1 to 5. I wish Spud Webb would have switched out on me. I wish Doc Rivers would have switched out on me.
Nowitzki one-on-one with Anthony. Puts up a tough shot. Pass for
Dirk was the guy that kind of stood out because he was 7 feet and you had to put a smaller man on him, which made him even more effective because Dirk would just shoot right over top of him.
Dirk played like a 6'5" player in a 7-foot body, and I think that's what really made him different.
Here's Nowitzki for the win. Got it, and the game is over.
Just because Dirk is 7 feet tall and he's a great shooter, just because Kevin Durant is 7 foot and he's a great shooter,
Kevin Durant way outside, delivers.
that don't mean all you other 7-foot dummies should be out there shooting jumpers.
Is there any way to save the post-up in the NBA? And which player will emerge as the next dominant big man?
If you find the right big that can be effective on that block and that can protect the basket and that can post up, get deep spots, I think you're going to build your team around a player like that.
3-on-2, Embiid with the finish.
I feel like big man could do more. That's what I've been trying to do, kind of change the narrative around big men.
I have a son. If he chooses to play basketball, I'm going to tell the coaches, don't put my son as a center. Make him be a regular player, teach him how to dribble, shoot, everything like that. Any kid that plays basketball, just to work on their total game as opposed to just being pigeonholed as a center.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.